Isabel. How are you? Right there. Hey, what's up, Cubs? Thank you, Isabel. Oh, you're good, Isabel. We're right here. Got it right here, guys. Thank you, Cubs. Appreciate it, Cubs. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's the twins graduation. Oh, shit. So they're right there, guys. They're right there. They're right there. I know, Penny. We're gonna see Gabby cry. Let's see if I can zoom in. Gotta make it happen, guys. Next. Who remembers the graduation? Taryn, what's up, Taryn? Who remembers the graduation, guys? What's up, Taryn?
They're gonna go back to the 7 minutes ago.
What up? Probably 1, 2, 3. Since then, I graduated 3 more times. I know, right, Cubs? Crazy. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you? Ah, damn, in LA? At the Greek Theater? That's what's up. Now we go watch concerts out there. See Gabby? She's right here, guys. She's right there. See, she's right there. It's kind of cold out here right now. It's supposed to be 77.
painted it right now. That's a painted picture.
It's kind of cold right now. Hopefully the sun comes out more. Because we're all wearing like short sleeves. We're wearing short sleeve right now. Make sure you guys hit that like. There, see, the twins are right there. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. I don't know yet, Cubs. We asked them, what do you guys want to do? And they told me I want to take a year off. Hell no, you ain't taking a year off. You going to work or you going to go to college? Hey, guys. Nice news.
Good morning. I am Jacinto. It comes with great privilege and honor to serve as a principal at Valley High School. We are honored to have some good people here on the stage with us. We have folks from the Jordan School District Board of Education.
Man, I went to court. I went to work right away.
You can clap.
As soon as I graduated.
Suzanne Wood. She's not here. Lisa Dean. She's here. And the administrator of schools, Miss Odette. Now then, I join other speakers that will grace this stage today and welcome you to this momentous event. Please open up your programs and take a glance.
We got to be in Vegas this weekend, guys.
Inside this manual,
We got to be in Vegas this weekend to
created
celebrate.
with a lot of love and appreciation, you'll find the names located of all students that attended Valley High School during this school year. Now then, not every senior is going to graduate. Some of them have moved on, graduated from other institutions of learning. Some of them have possibly moved on and joined the workforce. And some of the folks will join us later in this year to go to Senior Success, which is our Senior Plus graduation.
Not everybody graduated.
Without, these are still the best human beings I've ever come in contact
I know, Cubs, right?
with. I would like
They might
to
be
like these
taking off.
folks when I become big. Now then, one day when I was walking around Daybreak Lake, ran into a philosopher. The philosopher gave me some wisdom to impart to the students, as well as their parents, and as well as other family and friends. The philosopher said, tell those folks at Valley High School, from the base
What up, Pat?
of their campus to the brim of their crown, they are phenomenal.
What up, Pat?
So with that being said, we would like to officially welcome you to Valley High School 2025 graduation. For a selection from the choir from Estefanía.
Will you please stand for the national anthem?
National anthem.
Oh, there you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly
First and foremost, let's recognize the staff.
It's an early morning stream.
Applause.
I gotta be working.
This kid is already in boot camp and is out representing our country, so she's a special kid. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to bring up the two MCs for today, Olivia and Noah.
Good morning. Welcome board members, district representatives, administrators, teachers, staff, parents, family, and friends, the graduating class of 2025. My name is Noah Coomer.
And my name is Olivia Bland, and it is our honor to host the Valley High School 2025 Commencement Program. This year's graduation celebration theme is Be a Voice, Not an Echo.
Today's speakers will exemplify how being a part of the Valley High community has helped each of us find and strengthen our voices.
Everyone who attends Valley has a reason for needing the alternative option of an alternative school. Perhaps it was about the school not being a good fit, mental health issues, family situations, or young parenthood, or many other reasons. Something about our past life makes it difficult. Valley became our sanctuary and our training ground.
A graduation celebration recognizes all the hard work that goes into this accomplishment. Being able to be here with our classmates and save the world, we did it.
Today we celebrate all the achievements of our graduating class. Many of us, 92 back, completed our graduation requirements back in the first or second term. One of those early grads is my co-host, who's the city's pretty student, funny, smart, and caring. Please welcome our first speaker, Noah.
Sorry, just give me a minute. The author Rita Mae Brown once wrote, "The reward for conformity was that everyone liked you except yourself." I've been called a lot of things over the years. The gay kid, the one who always answered the question, the one who tried too hard to fit in. Those labels were the ones I wore, but here's the truth. I'm Noah, and none of those labels define me anymore. Maybe they never really did, but I didn't know what to say. Today I stand here as not as an echo of who people told me I was, but as who I truly am, and I refuse to let anyone or anything tell me who I'm supposed to be ever again. I used to let the world's expectations shape how I saw myself. I believed those labels, I believed that's all I was. But that's not the truth. The truth is, I'm not a label, I'm a person, a whole evolving individual, and I get to define who I am. The theme for today's celebration is be a voice, not an echo. And that's something I've spent years learning. For so long, I was an echo, living by the rules, following expectations, trying to make everyone else comfortable. I buried myself beneath layers of who I thought I needed to be, but not anymore. Let me take you back to 9th grade. I hated it. I hated feeling alone. I hated feeling like I didn't belong. I hated the part of myself that made me feel different from everyone else. What part, you ask? That's right, the gay part. But it wasn't just being gay that made me feel like an outsider. It was the pressure to perform a version of gay that I didn't recognize as my own. I wasn't a TV or social media stereotype, but I still tried to be what people expected of me. I became loud, sassy, over the top, thinking that if I could make people laugh, if I could make them like me, maybe I'd find something myself. But deep down, I wasn't happy. I wasn't even close. I knew something had to change. I had to break free from the cycle of performing and pretending. That's why I came to Valley. And every single day since, I've been grateful for that choice. But let's be real, change doesn't happen overnight.
What up, Donut?
I spent falling back into old habits. I echoed, I conformed, I let other people's voices drown out my own. I should have stood up for myself. I should have said, this isn't me, but I didn't, not yet. It wasn't until 11th grade that I truly began to change. I realized something vital.
What's up, Steve Scott?
Will change around you, it won't. If you don't speak your truth, someone else will speak it for you. And if you don't stand up, the world will echo your silence, your fear, your pain, right back at you. In 11th grade, I went through a mental health crisis. I ended up in the hospital, and when I returned to Valley, one conversation changed everything. One of my teachers told me, people need to hear. Those 4 words stayed with me. Because of you, Yolanda, I'm still here. The truth was that my voice mattered, that I mattered.
to Keynote. Welcome.
Those 2 months became the most meaningful part of my entire high school experience. Sorry, I can't watch. In that short time, I finally found my real self. I found people who saw me, not a label, not a stereotype.
Oopsie daisy, good morning.
Some of you may not even
Thank
realize
you.
that you're kind of bad, but your quiet kindness and willingness to
So right there.
who I am changed everything. We may not talk every day, but your acceptance, your simple matter of fact acceptance, meant everything. It made me feel seen, and I will carry that with me always. Though my past is not soon, I have been fortunate to have family that has loved me, even when I was struggling to love myself. They taught me that unconditional love isn't just about accepting who I am on the outside. It's about standing with society through the hardest seasons that have uncertain days and the messy moments of growth. To my mom, dad, and siblings, your belief in me gave me strength when I had none of my own. To my family, both near and far, thank you for your constant support, even when I didn't know where I belonged. You reminded me that I always have a place, just as I am. Each of you, in your own ways, helped shape the person standing here today. I love you more than words could ever say. And to my constant through it all, you reminded me to listen for the cheers and love, hear with the boos. You showed me love when I couldn't see it in myself. From spontaneous road trips to late night talks to moments of laughter I didn't know I needed, you helped me feel alive again. You made these years unforgettable floating. Thank you for being my anchor. I love you more than words could ever say. So what have I learned? I owe no one conformity. I deserve to take up space and be unapologetically me. Love is around me and sustains me. I don't need to say it.
Alright, what's up, Just Dan?
To the class of 25, take this with you. You have to be a voice, not an echo. Echoing keeps you small, it keeps you quiet, it keeps you stuck. But your voice, your true voice, has the power to open doors, to move people, to change things. Every single person here has a voice worth hearing. A story that matters, a light that deserves to shine. If anyone tells you to dim your light, don't listen.
Yeah,
You were
we'll try
made
not
be
to
red
cry.
orb when you were born to shine like Cyrus. Don't ever shrink to make others comfortable. Don't silence yourself just to fit in. You are powerful, you are unique. You have something to offer that no one else can. You came to Valley because you were meant for more. I made a promise to myself that I would never let my voice be silenced again. And I plan to carry that promise for the rest of my life. Because when you're your authentic self, your voice becomes unstoppable. Don't ever let them tell you that your voice is too loud. Don't let them say it doesn't matter, because it does. The world doesn't change when you whisper, it changes when you speak. Let your voice rise, let it ring out. The world is listening. Thank you.
The Keynote of the world. Our second speaker is known for quiet strength, courage, loyalty, and dedication. Please welcome Juliana Martinez.
My name is Juliana Martinez. The theme for today's graduation celebration is
How many speakers are there?
Today I would like to tell you
How
how
many
I
speakers?
discovered my voice using singing. I never thought high school would go by so fast. I remember being a little freshman and so excited to start my next class period, and I had a big heart in the world, hanging out with friends, talking about doing everything. I remember being that outgoing talker.
See? Right there.
Someone who was friends with everyone and was doing
Speaker right there.
In
Juliana.
my sophomore year, life took its toll on me. I was struggling back with depression and anxiety. My parents had issues that affected me mentally.
That's Juliana Martinez.
I found my life cutting hard, and there was nothing for me. I lost the majority of my close friends, and then myself included. I started to struggle with eating and not caring about my weight. I became so insecure and closed off that I stopped talking and
Oh, what's up, Miss Perez?
my voice never mattered, so it became that I closed my head.
Thank you.
Telling me that I was everything. I looked for help, so I was not
Yeah, it's our graduation day.
I was at my lowest and I didn't know what to do. I felt alone and stuck. I felt felt like a disappointment to everyone around me, including myself. I didn't think there was anything left for me to do connected with me in process. I would spend days and nights in my room, questioning my life, questioning which days I would make it to before I was gone. I had essentially dropped out of school by the end of my sophomore year. I didn't even really plan to try. Maybe I was a little disappointed in that I wasn't going to graduate, but we lost it. I tried to go to school a bit in my junior year, but I struggled with transportation. I didn't have any comfort or felt like an
It's too packed. There's no more chairs.
After another unsuccessful year, I realized
Or no more bleachers.
I wanted to make my decision. I started Valley Community. I was very low in credits, and even though the admin and my counselors showed they believed in me, I had a long way to go. I worked hard, I knew what I wanted and who I wanted to be. I still struggled. Transportation was still a problem, and I still felt like I was losing this to follow myself. I pushed myself through every day of school, completing every packet, every assignment, and every class. I chose school. I chose to keep going. I chose to not let my struggles and doubts affect the good things of my life. It was hard, but I kept choosing my future even when I felt like giving up. And most of all, I chose to live. My ability to work hard and push through allowed me to graduate after 3 times. I could hardly believe it. It wasn't easy and had my struggles along the way, but I did it. It was a bittersweet feeling walking out of school for the last time as a student. Everyone around me made me feel supported and loved. It was nice to feel that way again. It showed me how proud they were of me, and it made me feel proud of myself. I realized where I am in life and where I want to be in my future. Valley has had such a big impact on me and has helped sculpt me and who I am today. People say the moments I've had to fight made me strong, but I disagree. I had to choose to be stronger. I had to choose to work better for myself and to be the best version of myself. It took me a long time to rediscover my worth and the things I am capable of. I was never the shy, anxious, and hesitant girl I wanted to be. I never wanted to be her. She was a character created by my fears, my doubts, and my pain. She is nothing but the echo of my voice. Life can be hard and can beat you up pretty badly, but at one point you have to take control. It isn't easy, falling is part of the process. What matters most is choosing to pick yourself up and move on. I have learned that while I often felt like I was on my own, I had people who impacted me and helped create who I am today. I am lucky enough to have a best friend who always showed up when I needed her without any hesitation. When it was getting hard to eat, when it was hard to be motivated, when I was struggling with money, when I needed to ride to school,
Just tell her story.
and when it was hard to live.
About what happened
She
to
made me
her.
feel included when I felt like my inconvenience was hurting me. Her constant love and love with her family gave me the safety and acceptance I've created in my life.
Come on.
She encouraged me to find my place. My parents didn't always know how to show their support or love. Sometimes they were too absent to be able to. Money was always tight, but my mom always did her best to provide for me and my sister. Sometimes you just need help. She helped me find my place. My father taught me how to be strong. He helped make my voice stronger. My Thea told me to be a leader, not a follower. She helped make my voice louder. My sister gave me someone to protect. She helped make my voice clear. We all have a voice to be used. Mine is not clear, strong, and unwavering as I tell my story about giving up when everything felt hopeless or fighting for what I wanted and for being the
Liana. Our third speaker is a Valley Legacy student like me, and is someone who has certainly taken advantage of every opportunity Valley has provided. She is energetic, outgoing, and adventurous, and is one of the 12 juniors graduating with 4-year early today. Please welcome Jordan Preston.
Hello and good morning. My name is Jordan Preston. I would like to begin by reminding us all that everyone here at Valley has a story, a crisis, or a boundary school that did not provide what you needed. We all made the choice to be a Valley graduate. Our graduation theme is Be a Voice, Not an Echo. By attending Valley, I know my voice was heard and made stronger. I started at Valley as a sophomore and was struggling with 2 significant losses of people close to me. I also felt like I had to be as good as my sisters who graduated before me. Fortunately, the faculty and staff didn't compare me to my siblings. Instead, they looked at me and thought, this kid is going to do great things. Let's get them through this and out of here so they can change the world. Standing here in front of all of my teachers, family, friends, administration, and most importantly, the class of 2025. I want to say how proud I am of you. You made it through high school. Even if it took some tears and sweat and late nights trying to finish that assignment you put off till the last minute, you still did it. Look at where you are right now and know that you are amazing. I moved to Utah with my older sister when I was 14, and at the time, I didn't believe in myself. I had recently lost my grandmother, and I felt that high school was going to be the hardest part of my life. I believed I wouldn't graduate, and I expected failure. I made a habit of skipping class and ignoring my grades. When I got the inevitable message from my then principal that I was in real danger of not graduating, I knew it was going to be a struggle to get back on track. I didn't feel like I had the support system I needed. Something had to change. I saw my sisters find success at Valley, and I went into my 10th grade year just thinking that I would go to Valley and everything would be fine. Then I had to wait to be admitted. I had given up all hope that I would pass at my boundary school, so at that point, I just stopped trying altogether. Right before the end of the first quarter, my boundary school community suffered the sudden loss of our principal. This felt like the last support being ripped out from underneath me, and I lost myself. Fortunately, the administration here saw my potential, and I was able to transfer to Valley at the beginning of the second quarter. I knew this was my last shot at finding success in school. I did my best to prove myself every day. I worked so hard to be as good as my sisters. I overextended myself in pursuit of good grades to prove that accepting me wasn't a mistake. But I didn't have to prove myself. I was already accepted. I found myself easing back into school and being able to be myself. Despite my success, I began to feel overwhelmed by what I still had to finish to graduate. I felt like I was losing myself again. At Valley, the teachers want to try and make everyone feel safe and welcome. They care about making learning interesting and that we go into the world knowing what to expect. They offer support, structure, and options for students to find what works for them. Because of this culture, my counselor and I were able to make a plan so I could finish this year as a junior. I went from hopeless and believing the best I could hope for was eventually getting my GED to graduating a full year early. I'm proud to be a part of this class with so many amazing people. I want to steal something I heard from Jacinta last year. I want to see one of you become a millionaire or a doctor. He said more, but that's the only part that matters. My message to you is don't let others tell you what you can or can't do. Be your own voice and write your own story. Everyone at Valley is encouraged to be themselves and create their own stories instead of trying to fit in with other people's stories. We are helped in finding our own stories. Now my chapters include the friends I've made, the skills I've learned as a counselor, graduating, and that I'm not a footnote to my sister's stories. Valley helped me realize that failure wasn't my only option. My time here helped me get my diploma and be able to walk here today with my friends while my family is in the audience. I had the time of my life at Valley. Even though I was fighting battles, I wasn't sure if I could win. But I had my friends, family, and teachers to help me through this. I'm going to miss this school, but I know that I will always be welcomed back with open arms. That is the magic of Valley. We are one big family. So to my fellow graduates, my Valley family, we did great. Remember your story and the power it has, and go out there and make a change in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Valley has created a safe place for many of us. Sometimes something as simple as changing our perspective or environment can change our trajectory. Our sports speaker is someone who was able to change her trajectory by changing her environment. Her teachers say she is cheerful, intelligent, and always ready to face a challenge head on. Welcome to the stage, McKenna Latimer.
How many more? How many more?
Good morning. My name is McKenna Latimer. I stand here today as a proud graduate of Valley High School. As I look back over the past 4 years, I think about many things. The friends, the good times, the hard times, the stress, the laughter, and the countless lessons learned. Many of these lessons did not come from textbooks or lectures, but from my experience. Many of us were told through movies and the word of mouth that high school would be the best years of our life. For some, that can be true. For most of us, high school is much harder than we ever expected. It's not just the homework. That's probably the easiest part. The hardest part is navigating who you want to be and finding the people who are with us along the way. As you've heard, today's theme is be a voice, not an echo. Sometimes listening to the voices of others, I forget to use your own. Earlier this year, I had to move. The social situation at my boundary school was no longer safe for me. I felt hurt, betrayed, and used by the people I thought were my friends. Now I had to figure out a new place, new people, and having no idea what to expect. I was terrified. Somewhere in all this chaos, I heard a phrase: don't let fear keep you from living. If you're going to do it scared. So, I did it scared. I changed schools, found new routines, new friends, and new opportunities. I was scared, but I didn't let it stop me. And now, I hang out with people who see me and who care about me. I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't taken the lead. Fear is meant to protect us, but not to cage us. Don't let it immobilize you, or you might miss out on some of the best things life has to offer. By choosing to walk away from a negative situation, I gained perspective. I gained strength through my fear. I found my voice, and now I use it to protect myself and my peace. As we graduate and step into the next chapter of our lives, I hope you remember this. Fear is normal, change is scary. But if something is worth doing, then it's worth doing scared. Class of 2025, as we enter the world, let us remember that knowingly doing things that scare you is confidence. Confidence with humility is strength. Be strong, use your voice, don't let fear hold you back from accomplishing what you know you can do. Thank you.
Everyone's path is different, but we are all alike in that we face those challenges and overcame them to reach our goals. Our next speaker is a true valid example of determination. She is known for her drive to succeed and for being brave to face challenges. Please welcome Jenna Hope Ferguson. Good morning, respected faculty, graduate friends, and fellow graduates of the class of 2025. The day has come to turn our castles. We've gotten over our fears and hassles. We've grown over the last 4 years and conquered our high school fears. Today marks a significant and bittersweet milestone. As we face new beginnings, we're reminded, be a voice, not an echo. In a world that often pushes us to blend in and follow the crowd, it is easy to simply repeat what others say and follow the path that is already taken. However, true growth and fulfillment comes from finding our own voice and our own purpose. A voice is authentic, bold, and unapologetically formed. Our struggles have shaped the purpose we will pursue. Moving forward, let's make a promise to ourselves to be the voices that inspire, the voices that lead, and the voices that create a legacy worth remembering. Ultimately, it is not the echoes that leave a mark, it is the voices that stand out. Sometimes, finding that voice begins with the people who stand beside us, because in those moments of uncertainty, it's their presence that reminds us that change is always possible. You are never truly stuck. The future is yours to create. Those voices remind us that life isn't a straight path. Uncertain path when graduating high school, I stopped going to classes, felt too overwhelmed to face the day. Trying to navigate people's intentions felt impossible. I felt lost. I lost myself. I was drained, stuck in a cycle I couldn't escape. But even then, I knew I could change beginning with mindset. When I started at Valley High, I was lost and uncertain of my future. With time, I slowly began to notice how much our teachers and mentors cared. They made sure each and every one of us felt heard and supported each and every single day. One of my first conversations at Valley High was with one of the most influential people in my life. He used his voice to inspire me. He told me that he didn't know my biological sister was no longer with us today. That conversation made me realize I had the chance in this life to do better. I knew I had to do better. Life has taught me how quickly things can be taken away, and you need to see that life is a privilege. In our junior year, we lost someone close to us. School is never the same. Empty seats, longer days, and the pain of going from seeing someone daily to standing up and the day after, everything felt quiet. Just soft words and lots of letters. It was heartbreaking. It brought us closer together and reminded us how precious life truly is. It reminded me that our voices can be used to connect with others, agree with others, and find strength with each other. I fell behind that summer, caught up in life, and no one was there. Love is a yelling, manipulation, or betrayal. Love is honesty, respect, and kindness. But that wasn't what I was showing. How do you tell the people who raised you to be strong and brave that that wasn't some of the streets? I couldn't. The next morning, I walked into several school lanes, still shaken from the night before. I looked at my arms and saw the bruises. Just seeing them brought everything rushing back. I asked to use the restroom. I asked, but I urged her, my teacher spoke in the hallway, she simply asked, are you okay? I broke down. Someone I had admired the most and now see me on my lungs. She gave me the chance to use my voice. I shared what happened and saw the saddest and concern in her eyes. She told me, loving someone is a hurting and reminded me that it wasn't my fault. Something I needed to hear more than anything. From that day on, I truly began to believe. Using my voice to express what was happening to me became okay. The pain I went through didn't break me. It shaped me so much stronger. If you told me 4 years ago I'd be standing here today, I would have laughed in your face. But enrolling at Valley completely changed my life. I went from having no credits to graduating a year early. Becoming an early graduate allowed me to pass institution at the age of 17. A quote by Chris Stapleton that has resonated with me all throughout high school goes, they say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. I got enough love to spare, and that makes me a millionaire. I feel like a millionaire because of the love and support I've been blessed with. To my beautiful mother and my outstanding father, thank you for everything that you've done for me since the moment you chose me to be your daughter. You made me a fighter, and that's why I'm here today. To my supportive grandparents who have taught me bravery and respect, and to my incredible siblings whose love has never wavered, thank you. To my best friends who always have my best interests at heart and tell me what I need to hear, even when it's not what I want to hear. True friends who see it in your worst and still choose to stay. And with moments of doubt, the presence of a best friend often makes all the difference. Through confusion, heartbreak, and healing, they love you without conditions. Thank you, my Shayla, for being that friend. I love you always. I'd also like to take a second and express the greatest gratitude to all of those who supported us, our family, friends, and mentors who stood by us every step of the way. Your love and encouragement and belief in us have been the foundation of our success. Our voices are stronger because of you. And to those who are no longer with us, we honor your memory. Though you may no longer walk beside us, your voices continue to guide and inspire us. We carry your lessons forever in our heart. And to the class of 2025, let's be the voices that touch and encourage, open people's hearts, and encourage each other to speak up. Congratulations.
Changing our environment can change our world. So can high school graduation. Many of us are irrepressible students. Is our next speaker, Acacia Coastal.
I've been up too early.
Who's that?
Hello, class of 2025. My name is Acacia Coastal. Today I am honored to stand and speak here in front of you as a first generation.
Oh, hi.
Her name is
I am
Tisha.
the proud daughter of a hardest working father and a devotional husband.
Sheesh.
Who without vision takes our own path, and we may never meet each other again. While we knew this day would come, it is truly a bittersweet moment. These past 4 years have felt like the heaviest and hardest of my life, but I have learned a very important lesson. You can make it through the darkest moments by letting your voice shine. It has been said that everything happens for a reason. We may not always know that reason, but we can learn from the challenges we face. We all face challenges to make it here today and to meet those who made us proud. Everyone talks about the good parts of their high school experiences, but what they don't tell us about is the sleepless nights trying to complete assignments that seem almost impossible, or how you might find yourself changing everything you like about yourself, trying so hard to fit in with at least one person. Before coming to Valley and getting the support of all the staff here, my voice felt like an echo throughout the halls. Not being heard or wanted, I felt like my voice and I were seen as different from the norm of society. Here at Valley, that difference is not only recognized, but also valued. My time here was very short, but an experience that I will remember. It gave me a second chance to bring my voice to the light. I created great relationships with my mentors and strong bonds with supportive friends while working towards graduation. Having such an amazing group of friends by my side turned even the most ordinary of days into unforgettable memories filled with laughter and joy. No matter what path we take next, know that the support and kindness you have shown me have been the light in my darkest times. Although we only get together in school anymore, I will carry your love without me through life. To my little brother,
You are my best friend and most special person in my life. There wasn't a day that I didn't think about you throughout my high school career. I wanted to show you that you can look up to me and see that no matter what you do, we are capable of amazing things. You are just as capable as everyone here, and I expect you to finish your last year off strong. I want you to look back on this moment and all my days and remember what hard work, dedication, and a supportive system do. To my fellow graduates, this journey took a lot of great sacrifice and determination. As we move forward through the next part of our lives, we will continue to see and hear the echoes of it. We may fail and fall, but we will get back up to fight for our dreams. We have strong voices and the power to make a difference. Remember, to get something you've never done or had, you must do something you've never done. And like Cookie once said, this is for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that, but every day above ground is greatest. Remember that. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Tasha. Finding a place where your voice matters is a challenge for many of us. How we express ourselves can become armor that protects us or signals to others. Our next speaker is known for her creativity, badass makeup skills, and the hair she shows.
2 more speaker, guys. 2 more. Well, 1 more.
Okay. Good morning, guys, families, friends, and my fellow graduates. My name is JD Adams. Today marks the end of an incredible chapter at Valley High. We've laughed, learned, grown together, and now we're ready to embrace what's next. Let's celebrate the memories and friendships that have shaped us. At this moment, I'm filled with so much joy and so nervous that I can't think about anything other than how wonderful this school has been to me and everybody sitting at this chair in front of me. Graduation day is a milestone that marks the end of your high school journey and the start of new beginnings. It's about celebrating achievements, reflecting on growth, and looking ahead to future opportunities. High school is definitely an experience, good for some, bad for others. We still share the same building, shared classes, frustrations, fears, and shared opportunities. Having these shared experience shaped me in ways I can't even explain. I became the person I am today.
Is it buffering?
You have heard that today's theme of our graduation is Be a Voice, Valley Echo. Valley helped me find my voice, and the staff gave their voices to guide me and find success here. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. I would also like to thank my family and friends for helping me reach my goal of graduation. I would not be here today without my dad helping me and pushing me to be the best version of myself. To my fellow graduates, I can't imagine what every single one of you went through to be here today. I'm so proud of every one of you. I want to acknowledge your work and ability to push me to make it here today. I've watched you all become this amazing community. I've seen you all grow more resilient, bounce back from the worst challenges, and come back stronger. This is the kind of community I've always wanted to be a part of, and I applaud you and all your efforts. I'm so proud of you, of us. I hope you can be proud of yourselves and the successes you have fought so hard for. Overcoming adversity leads to personal growth and a stronger sense of self. And I'm sure by now we all have a very vivid sense of self. Your resilience not only helped you through the tough times today, but it's also a valuable tool as you step into the future. As we wait for today, may we embrace the change that is coming. With change comes opportunity and new ways to use our voices to make a difference in the world. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Yes, 1 more. His name is Bry.
Thank you, JD. I do too. The struggle is real. The hustle is real. Oh, you know what else is real? The nice thing your teacher said about you for your introduction. Yes, they say you are a leader, able to take charge of your learning, friendly, and willing to speak up for others. For what you're believing in. Our next speaker is my co-host, Olivia.
I'm doing YouTube and working at the same time, guys. Crazy.
Class of 2025, how are we doing? Great.
Is that Bry? That's Bry.
You've done it. You sit before me with chins held high and chest poked out. I hope you're proud of yourself. You have every right to be.
Then we got scholarships.
In front of me are looking towards the people who sit in the stands, and those who sit there look in. Those people are proud. The teachers and the leaders of our school who sit in front of you are proud. We have been through a lot. Every sweaty hot day, basking in some sun.
Scholarships?
Recess never ends. They need sleep during the naps in kindergarten.
Presentation.
Hang in elementary. Finding friend groups in middle school. And discovering vending machines have better options in the cafeteria. It has all led up to this. But there were downsides to this. Growing up often felt like simply reflecting the thoughts and ideas of others. Echoing their words as if they were the only way to see them understood. Sorry. Yet in countless moments and conversations, there was a quiet, persistent courage to offer, speak from the heart and feel heard. Reserved and introspective, those thoughts stayed inside, even when they could have brought clarity, connection, or change. But as adulthood swiftly takes us over there's a quiet shift unfolding. A realization that we were never meant to only hear others. While it feels safer to speak alongside the crowd, real change begins when even one person dares to think differently. Our own voices carry weight, and choosing to share them can be the beginning of something meaningful. Being a voice isn't solely about speaking out. It's also about living as the vibrant colors of your soul. Your authenticity and communicate strength and conviction and the stark contrast of perpetual chaos. You don't need to know elaborate words or tread lightly around others to make your truth valid. Your perspective matters just as it is, shaped by your experiences, your feelings, and your presence. Being heard against encouraging. This is a call to action for self-respecting individuals, critical thinkers, and creative souls. Those who seek refuge in music, art, words, style, each quiet declaration that exists. The individual wearing their essence openly without disguise. Don't fade the mirror ball, reflecting everyone's light in the room. There's meaning in allowing your brilliance to break through the noise. Be the one singing that sharing creating young boundaries, moving to your own rhythm when the crowd stands still, dressing in a way that tells a story without words, or dreaming out loud when the world through silence. Be the loud, boisterous voice. Be the voice that shakes the walls with a tremor that barely stirs the air. Both are worthy, both are real, and deserve the space to exist. If you can only muster a whisper, then whisper. But by all means necessary, let your voice be your own.
It's Bryce, eh? One more. Huh?
I thought that this day might not happen. My sophomore year was the first time I had ever heard of Valley, and that explained the dropout to. I remember joking with a friend after I began failing all my classes, and I said, "What if I go to Valley?" And I clearly remember her response was, "Bride, you would get jumped so fast." From then on, that's how I viewed the school, unsafe. I looked down upon alternative schools, and I wanted better for myself. Then my girlfriend switched to Valley, and whenever I would talk to her, she would tell me about her favorite teacher and how that teacher made everyone feel important. I remember visiting Valley and meeting Mr. Till for the first time. I had a conversation with him and remember thinking, wow, that guy is really cool.
Yeah.
No way he's in grade school. But I still never imagined myself attending Valley. My perspective truly changed when I attended my girlfriend's graduation, and the speeches were some of the most beautiful patterns of words I had ever heard put together.
Yes.
Every single student talked mainly about how great the school and the people are. One speech even brought tears to my eyes. The speaker described the struggles that she went through and how she got through them with the help of Valley. A week or so later, I attended my boundary school's graduation in support of a friend, and I noticed that every single person talks about how they were grateful to be opening a new chapter of their book. The difference between the two ceremonies was clear. I kept thinking about the speaker from the Valley graduation and how touching her words were. I thought about that for so long that Valley started to sound like nothing but an echo. When I was 7 years old, I got relocated from my mom's house to my dad's house, and quickly found out he and my stepmom were not good for me. They never supported my identity, nor my transition. Finally, when I was 15, I decided to leave. It was a quick decision in the moment, and not meant to be permanent. I stayed sporadically with friends until ultimately my dad said, "Don't come back." While they offered me some stability,
Some of the friends I stayed with the longest became bad influences, and I began getting myself into trouble up to my ears. I stopped going to school and fell with the wrong crowd. I slowly noticed a shift in my education. I didn't really care about school. I thought, I've got 2 more years, I'll just make it up. I bounced around from friend's house to friend's house, working to find a place to lay my head every night. I even moved to Layton to stay with someone who I thought was a close friend, but again, that place didn't end up working out for me. I found myself back in West Jordan with my cat and my 5 baby kittens and nowhere to go. I was able to find homes for the kitties quickly, but that didn't solve every night throughout the whole summer heat, woken up at dawn every day, drenched in sweat. I felt that there was nowhere that I belonged. I knew what it felt like to have nobody in my corner except for my girlfriend, who I have to thank for giving me the only place to sleep that was remotely safe. This was one of the hardest times of my life, and going back to school was unimaginable. It wasn't even a priority until my girlfriend tirelessly convinced me to come to Valley. I thought that because I was on my own, with zero communication from either parent, that there would be no way that I could enroll. My girlfriend wouldn't take no for an answer and forced me to call Valley. I was connected to admin, explained my situation, and without hesitation was told to come to orientation. I was still worried about being accepted because I was so behind on my credits. And suddenly, I found myself enrolled as a student at Valley High School. I quickly realized that everything I had heard and thought before was wrong. I had finally found a place and had many faults, and that teachers were just there to do their job. But my time at Valley has completely changed my perspective. I've developed personal relationships with each staff member, and I have seen how every single teacher cares so deeply for each and every student. It's unlike any staff in school I have ever seen. Valley teachers are proud of their school, their jobs, and us. I was reminded every single day without fail how strong we were and how much we mattered. I was boasted about and reminded of how much potential I had in this world. I am no longer the echo of that potential, unsupported and lost, and on my way to dropping out. Instead, I am here, wearing my cap and gown as a high school graduate.
They're just gonna receive their diploma.
Because of Valley, I found a place where I'm respected and valued, no matter what challenges I face or what problems arise.
Because it's stable.
Some echoes can be good, like that graduation speaker who made me consider Valley, or my girlfriend's pushing. But now I am a voice. I am a voice of strength, resilience, independence, and achievement. That is the beauty of Valley. We are a chorus of strong voices that sound like survival and success. We are the examples now, and I hope that someone out in the audience hears my voice and takes the chance on Valley. I promise it will change their life. As the great man always says, this is Valley High School, where you have a voice, you have a choice, and most importantly, you are enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Brad, and thank you to all of our speakers, to our distinguished guests. You have heard it many times today that Valley is different. It is true. At Valley, you are never judged for your story.
Valley has the best faculty and staff, but most importantly, the best administration. Their leadership promotes positive energy, and motivates students to be the best that they can. Please welcome Vice Principal Jack.
Good morning, Valley community. When I think of the theme, be a voice and not an echo, I think of the courage it takes to rise above doubt. Not just the doubt of others, but sometimes our own doubt. Most of all, I think of the stories that are bold, spirited, and resilient. In short, I think of our Valley High School graduates. Each of us carries a story shaped by both joy and hardship. These moments, the good and the bad, form the foundation of who we are and who we are becoming. One of the greatest privileges of my role at Valley is to be able to hear the stories of students. Some of those conversations are very heavy, but more often than not, they are powerful. I'm inspired by these stories, not necessarily the stories of where you came from or what challenges stand in your way, but by where you go from there. Your stories of triumph amid some very difficult days is what inspires me each day. Today, I think of the student who came into this year with only 11 credits and still found a way to make it here. I think of those I met in summer school looking for a second chance. I think of those who have faced failure, discouragement, and heartbreak. And yet, here you are, ready to walk across the stage, writing your own story and becoming your own voice. But remember, this is not the final chapter. Your story is still being written. The pages ahead are blank, waiting for your words, your choices, and your voice. So as you go forward, remember this: you control the narrative. I'm going to repeat that one more time.
Get us out of here, bro.
You control the narrative. Not the critics, not the doubters, not the past, you. Use your voice with courage. Keep fighting, keep showing up, keep surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher. Write a story you'll be proud to tell, one that echoes not because it repeats someone else's voice, but because it resonates with your own. Congratulations, class of 2025. We love you. It is my privilege to honor a few of our award recipients. So as I start, we're going to start with all of those students who are CTE pathway completers. So if I read your name, please stand and be honored for the amazing accomplishments you have done. Jose Gutierrez Duarte, Colvin Knight, Trevor Garcia, Jared Heights, Daniel MacArthur, Sophie Condor, and Tate Richardson.
What's the other scholarship?
Thank you. The next to stand are those that are in the seal of biliteracy, so they are fluent in 2 languages. Kayleen St. Esparza, Jacqueline Garcia Gonzalez, Annette Gomez Reyes, Carmichael Gomez Reyes, Jaciel Mendoza Valenzuela, Amy Moreno Quinones, and Andy Portillo. Previously awarded that I will go ahead and we want to recognize today as well. So I received the ACE Award, Richard Antonio Moreno, who also received the ACE Award, and Envy Ray, who received the Rising Star of the Jordan Education Foundation.
Hey guys, so we have a couple more scholarships that we're going to award. These ones are reviewed, so we're going to ask them that they just quickly come up here and grab their certificates. First, we have Ben Filbert, who is getting the Next Step Foundation and the Ben Link Scholarships. Olivia Bland, who is getting the Valley Service Learning Scholarship. Bailey K. Smith, who is also getting the Valley Service Learning Scholarship. And Amaya Ramirez, who is also getting the Valley Service Learning Scholarship.
Yes, sir. Scholarship.
To express my gratitude to everybody here. Family, friends, faculty members, you've all been a big part of the success of everybody who is sitting here today. As the principal here at Valley High School, I'm very thrilled to celebrate you guys. I was beyond excited when I learned I was coming to Valley Valley is not just any high school. It's a unique place that has tons of talent, creativity, resilience, and of course we have some amazing style. You, the graduating class of 2025, embody all of this uniqueness. Albert Einstein once said, "Be a voice, not an echo." And if there's one thing I've learned about you all, it's that you know how to make your voices heard. You're not just part of the crowd. You stand out with your ideas, you stand out with your passion. Your voices are powerful tools for change, innovation, and leadership. They're the driving force shaping your future and our world around us. Throughout your time here, you've faced numerous challenges that began even before you came to us. Many of you have overcame personal obstacles to determine young adults you guys are today. At Valley, you persevered through your challenges and thrived. You supported one another, and you embraced every opportunity to grow and express learning, and a testament to the strength that we have here at Valley. Remember, your voice matters. It's not just a sound, but a powerful tool that can influence, inspire, and bring about change. Don't settle for echoing someone else's ideas or experiences. Be the original voice that leads, questions, and creates. Your voice is uniquely yours, and it holds potential to be a lasting impact. As you step into the future, continue to use your unique voices to make a difference. Be bold, be brave, and never stop believing in yourselves. You guys, the world is not ready for what this class of 2025 has come for them. Congratulations.
Presentation, right? Yes, you are.
You can open up your books to chapter 1, verse. No, that's a different story. All right, so we're going to adjust a little bit. I'm going to make this as beautiful as possible and as quick as possible. I won't pontificate over this mic. I'm going to give you about 3 words of wisdom in support of being voice, not an echo. First and foremost, there's a lot of folks that you're going to meet in your life that have a gift of gab. Many of those folks have no wisdom associated with it. So be careful who you allow to live in your brain rent-free. With that being said, there's a lot of influencers out in this world, whether they're on TikTok, Instagram, I don't know, they're influencers. But I have to remind you that you set the pace in life. You are truly the influencer. Let others trace you. Now then, number 2, your voice is one of your greatest assets. It can serve as your brand, which allows you to stand out in the crowd. When you get your voice, and that's right now, remind yourself of who you are. Sometimes we have some self-doubt and we question who we are in this world. But if that ever happens, I ask you to remember the times that you had to roll through the punches and became the great individuals that you are today. And then activate your greatness. Number 3, they always say, he who talks a lot speaks in nonsense. Silence is bliss. That concludes my speech for today. Now then, it's time to recognize our people. First of all, who's about to turn 50, both born in 1975. Nothing's more beautiful than to have some young people to motivate you on a daily basis. So these are my generals. Give them a round of applause. Now then, before we jump into spotlighting our graduates, can I have the entire Valley staff and faculty please stand up? That will also be the people in the amen corner sitting to the far north side. Please get on your feet so we can see you. I know you're running away from the sunlight, but you ain't gonna change. There you go. Now it feels better. Each and every day I'm privileged to work with some of the finest educators, ESPs in all of the land. I truly believe that we've stepped over greatness and we're trying to embark about something else that's larger than greatness. Thank you for all your many contributions. Now then, let's take the light. Maybe we can talk about the light in some of Pixar presentation. We're going to put the spotlight on the kids. If somehow or another you are the first in your family to graduate, please stand up. Every year we have some people in their immediate family who are truly trailblazers. Let's give those folks a round of applause. You can take a seat now. If you have engaged in a ceramic or art class this year at Valley High School, please stand up. These are the people who take pain and mold it into greatness so they can somehow or another comfort others. Thank you kindly. If you attended any of our district technical schools, JATC or CATC, please stand up. If you're a student that has indulged in concurrent enrollment, please stand up. Is there anyone? That still makes us greater. Now, my folks who are the leaders in our building, who conform to the idea of greatness, are peer counselors. If you are a peer counselor and served as a peer counselor during your time at Valley, please stand up. Now then, we want to put a special spotlight on those facilitators. That would be Annie Z and CJ. Please stand up. Where are my early graduates? Those are those juniors that jumped the gate and are being graduated a whole year in advance. But it also could have been any of our seniors that graduated early throughout the year. So don't forget about those people. All right. Where are my honor roll kids? Where are the honor roll kids? If you've ever made a 3.5, every year, Student of the Month. These are individuals that are champions of empathy, brilliant hard workers, and phenomenal students. If you've ever been Student of the Month, get on your feet. Now, I made a mistake earlier. I told a parent a bold-faced lie because I was thinking she was asking a question about me. We did not recognize a student for the seal of biliteracy. If you are that student that we did not call your name, please rise. This should only be one. There she is. Mom, I apologize. This is my way of making it right with the world. Your baby is a dadgum genius. Now then, we have some folks that are going to bring a pastor. That would be Andy Z as well as Jake Dove. So we want to recognize those folks on their exit. Let them know how much we appreciate them and their contributions to Valley High School. You have been phenomenal and we will not soon forget it. So thank you kindly. All right, last but not least, can we have the entire class of 2025 please stand up? Each one of these kids represents greatness, hard work, dedication. I would be truly remiss if I forgot to thank everyone that's contributed to their lives. Whether you're a coach, mom, dad, clergy, neighborhood kid, teachers from kindergarten to 12th grade. Too often we forget to give our credit to those teachers throughout all of the Jordan School District. Those teachers and those principals and those staffs at Boundary Schools are phenomenal. Without those folks, these young people would not be here today. So special shout out goes to the class of 2025. Now then, it is my honor to move us to the official part of the commencement ceremony. With us today, representing Jordan School District, and these owls presented before you today have completed the requirements of Utah State Office of Education, Jordan School District, to be awarded with their high school diploma and receive all honors and privileges that this high school diploma represents. It is with great honor that I present Valley High School's graduating class of 2025 to you. Thank you.
On behalf of Superintendent Anthony Godfrey and the Jordan School District Administration and staff, I too would like to congratulate the Valley High School class of 2025 on earning your diplomas. Huge accomplishment. It is an honor for me to be part of such a wonderful event this morning. As seniors this year, you have experienced challenges, yet hopefully rewarding moments. The fact that you are seated here today demonstrates your resilience and diligence in making it to the finish line of your high school career. As I prepared for today, I thought about the lessons that you have already learned, especially the last few years. I want to share 3 that I hope will keep with you forever. First, be diligent. You've learned how important it is to keep up with your responsibilities, balancing school, activities, free time, and truthfully, whatever else life has thrown at you.
Give them the diplomas.
Remember, it is easier to keep up than to catch up. Second, choose kindness. Kindness is always possible, even when the world makes it feel difficult. And I'll tell you what, after sitting here today in this graduation, listening to these 2 students that sat up here and cheered everyone on as they were coming up, listening to all of you guys that encouraged everyone, Valley High School's got this down. Your small nice job. Your small acts of kindness, a smile, a helping hand, a word of encouragement can make a real difference. Finally, work smart and work hard. You probably heard the advice, work smarter, not harder. That's true, but also believe in the power of hard work. Sometimes the only way through a tough time is persistence and grit. When you combine diligence, you combine that for teachers, classmates, your administration. They supported you, cheered you on, and believed in you, even when you doubted yourself. So take a moment to say thank you. You'll find that Board President Nikki George, I present this class as having completed all of the requirements for graduation
Thank you for being with us, Daisy.
by the Jordan School District Board of Education and the
As I was spending some time thinking about you, I just want to start by saying you are beautiful. It is an incredible sight to look at you, but more than your beauty, you are inspiring. I need copies of all of those speeches. It was so good to listen to your stories. And maybe the theme that is going to be the most important for your futures, your resilience. Today you have shown that you can overcome the odds, that you can do hard things. And I have no doubt in your ability to forge forward. Add to a process that I've been a part of, as well as your principal actually, this district has been creating something called the Portrait of a Graduate. And during this process, we asked literally thousands of people what they thought a graduating senior should look like. What should they know? We were so grateful for the feedback from parents and from stakeholders and from business leaders, your future employers, who told us what they thought. But as I thought about real wisdom that I could impart to you this morning, I realized we missed a very important group. And so I decided to reach out to some experts, people who have no filter, tons of imagination, and usually sticky hands. That's right, I asked kids, ages 3 to 6. I went around and asked them one simple question. What do you think people should know before they graduate from high school? So let me share some of their wisdom with you today. Matt's age 5 said, you better be able to count to 100 by 5s. Don't worry, clearly planning a career in finance or world domination. Faye, age 4, offered, you should know how to use scissors without getting cut. And take care of yourself. So, while I am a full supporter of the scissor safety movement, I want to take a minute to talk about what really stuck to me. Take care of yourself. Graduates, listen to that wisdom of me. Life is about to throw you some curveballs. You've already dodged a few. There will be late nights and early mornings and dinners with ramen noodles. But please don't forget to take care of the person that you have spent 18 years becoming. Get to know yourself, like yourself, and please be kind to yourself. You are strong, you are capable, and you've already done something amazing. You've made it here and you can do hard things. Dixie, age 4, said, they should know how to be respectful and kind. Mic drop from a 4-year-old. Respect and kindness will take you farther than any GPA, and the world needs more of it. Be the person who leads with love, who sees the goods, who lifts others up. Joseph B. Worthland once said, kindness is a passport that opens doors and fashions friends. It softens hearts and it molds relationships that can last lifetimes. Okay, finally, one of my favorite, Easton, my next door neighbor, age 5, and his mom asked this question for me. So, his mom asked, Easton, what do you think a high school graduate needs to know? And he said, well, you usually say you gotta stay close to me. So, like, stay close to your parents and listen to them. Amen, Easton. Truth from the mouths of babes. Life is going to get busy, noisy, even confusing, but no matter where you go, stay close to the people who love you. Keep those connections. Lean on them when you need it. Thank them today. Your parents, your mentors, your teachers, your friends, whoever helped you to get here. And tomorrow, make them proud. Prove to them that their investment in you was worth it. As always, stay close to the people who have guided you. And now, the moment that you have all been waiting for. It is my great honor and privilege to make all of your hard work official. By the authority vested in me as a duly elected member of the Jordan Board of Education, I hereby declare the class of 2025 of Valley High School officially graduated. Now, go out there, change the world, and maybe brush up on those times tables just in case.
His battery's about to die, guys.
I know I've had
20?
Whoops. Boom, boom, boom.
Give me a minute, bro.
Estefania Santivanes.
Stephania.
James Reynolds.
Heidi Rivera.
Trayson Morrison.